Happy 4th of July, baby.
Happy 4th of July. I was thinking that there's no other holiday that I romanticize being alive more than 4th of July.
That's just, I think realistic. There's nothing as romantic as fireworks. Am I allowed to say? We were so close to having like our first kisses. Oh, hello, car. Under fireworks.
I like that you said kisses.
I'm just saying, like, so many of our love moments happened with fireworks, I feel. Like the moments we became like so close to each other.
That's very true. I would agree. I also think that a lot of people have different opinions and different ways of living, and things like New Year's and like 4th of July is something that we all for one day can come together on and agree on that, like, hell yeah, America is awesome and we love living here and we love being alive.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Amen.
I think New Year's and I think 4th of July, people are so excited to be alive.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. They had a barrier going on over here a little bit ago, but it looks like the barrier has been taken down maybe by the police now. Our entire neighborhood actually has been putting up barriers so that cars can't drive through, which is really cool because they're just allowing the kids to be kids again, you know? So much of America has this issue where they decide that they don't want it to be... Hold that for a second, actually. So much of America has decided that like it doesn't want to be created to give kids an environment to be kids. They're doing their fireworks on top of a ladder. Can you see that? It's like they're afraid for kids to want to be like young and alive, you know? And so we create these like weird environments where people just aren't as happy as before. Like there's like 80 people to my left and they're just having like a, a little session. And they're about to set off some fireworks too. The vibes are elite here. Looks like a Mexican family. Oh! Hey, that was
Go,
tough.
buddy.
This is awesome. Oh, that's tough. That's tough. Anyways, like what it means to be American is not inherently like even skin color or race, or it's all the classical things people say it's not, and like those guys are all Mexican and Portuguese, it looks like, and they're just having the best 4th of July ever. Those people are celebrating harder than a lot of like white Americans that their families have been here for like 200 generations, Like they're jumping over fireworks like it's the Sandlot, which is actually something we talked about as well. Wow. Which is just like the beauty of the quintessential like American film in the Sandlot, where it's the scene where they're playing baseball under the fireworks because it's the one night a year that like it's bright enough for them to actually play, and it's so beautiful just knowing that like these kids go outside when it's light out and safe and all they want to do is play this American sport with all their friends, and it's just such a beautiful scene of what the American dream has been, can be, and will be, prayerfully again. I don't know if we'll ever get there again, but sometimes it feels like, the country just keeps dividing itself, but I don't know, you and I are united, so it doesn't matter if people are divided, We have us and our friends, and our family members, and our loved ones. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is a beautiful night out.
And I also think, are we stopped walking?
No, we can keep going.
I also think that it's super awesome that you mentioned loved ones, because it kind of feels like we're all family, even if you don't know each other. Like, I don't know, we're walking a neighborhood and a fireworks starts in the middle of the street, and like the people that we're watching it with that don't even know us are like happy that we're watching it with them. And like my family had a bunch of fireworks, and like the people across the street were watching our fireworks, and then they were setting off theirs. We were watching theirs, and I think like family feels so close, and then something like 4th of July just like makes everyone feel like family, makes everyone feel like, oh yeah, we're celebrating the same thing, which is also why it's like super fun to like also drive down like a highway, seeing like a bunch of fireworks on your side and everything.
I would hate to live somewhere that doesn't actually like really celebrate the 4th of July, because in the city we live, you can say a lot about it, But they do love 4th of July and New Year's, and they go crazy
And their
with
illegal fireworks.
They love their illegal fireworks.
And that makes, because then that illegal firework, like everyone is so grateful that they did it.
Oh yeah.
You know, like
You just
unless
did a
you're like
service to everyone.
exactly, and it's like you being the 1 or 3 or like 10, 20, however many guys in that neighborhood getting illegal fireworks is just making up memories for like their neighbor's kids and their neighbor kids. And I don't know, it's just everyone is doing such a service, like getting out of their house, looking on the street, seeing all the fireworks. Like it's just so special.
It is.
Everyone's
special.
out of their house tonight, and that feels like something that we haven't had in a really long time.
Yeah, we've seen so many people just walking around and like talking. Which I don't know, anytime you see that's a sick WRX. Anytime you see community actually happening, like in real time, it's very heartwarming, I think. I know that's not the most deep or insightful thought, but it's just what you want to see, you know? When you see people actually choosing to spend life together, it's like you're reminded that this is the whole point all along, you know?
Well, and I also think it's such a fun thing to be like invited to. Like I feel like so many people, because it's 4th of July, and knowing, okay, everyone's celebrating this, like you should just come to my house, or like we should go to your house, or like,
Funny to say that.
well, yeah, it's just cute though. Like I didn't even think about it, but it's true. Like random people that you would never get invited somewhere will invite you over to their house, or like,
Especially for 4th of July.
yeah, because it's
More
like,
than
oh, I know
anything.
you're celebrating this.
Yeah.
Because we all live in the same house, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
We all live in the same place, and that is just something so special that you're never gonna get. And also, the weather is so beautiful, and it just is so
At least where
good.
we live, God bless California. Hell
Uh-huh.
yeah.
And it's just so good to feel the sun on your skin, and then when the sun goes down, have just the breeze and still the warmth and all the beautiful fireworks.
Oh, the sun goes down on my side of town. That lonesome feeling comes to my door.
Uh-huh.
You in the shadows of that smoky room. Yeah, I think that compared to the other holidays that we spend in this beautiful country we live in of America, like compared to the other holidays where people choose to spend it with like the closest people to them, you know what I'm saying? Like this is the one where everyone's just kind of down for anyone to be with them because we're all Americans at the end of the day. And that's really cool. And that's like what people fought and died for, is that we're all Americans, you know? And so, I don't know, maybe there's something insightful to this video, maybe there's not, but it's just me and Kodo were feeling really happy. We were walking around this neighborhood, hearing and seeing all the fireworks. We just let it, you know, document it a little bit. Happy 250th birthday to America. That's a big firework over there. I ain't going front. There's some huge ones going on over here. Can you see that? It's kind of far away. But yeah, you know, get out of your house, walk around the neighborhood. 4th of July is just such a beautiful thing because it actually reminds us that we are actually connected. Like even compared to like Christmas or New Year's or something, 4th of July reminds us like at the end of the day we all live here together. Like we are all cut from the same cloth, and it's really cool to see people really lean into that, especially where we live in like California, man. So many people are just divisive all the time that it's rare to see people want to spend time together in a meaningful and genuine way. And you can be the person to like change that in your community. I don't know, go out and watch the fireworks, dude. They're so loud. You can literally smell them.